Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's being safe. Last week, I had mentioned we are going to be doing some different things. So this week is one of them. Business has changed, and in particular, it's changed for the service industry. That's everybody we interviewed for this season. So this week, I called Josh from Swill Swine, which you may remember from episode 2, to see how things have changed for him.
Hello.
Hey, Josh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. So we sat down and realized that everybody's home right now. And because shit got weird really fucking quick, we thought it'd be a good idea to do these mini episodes that we're going to release in between weeks about how this thing is affecting everybody.
Okay.
So, how are things going? Because I know you said you guys didn't have too many gigs lined up, but when I called you in a panic about the pastrami that I was going to buy from you, you seemed to have a gig lined up.
Yeah, we actually, because it was going to be such a big event, we actually canceled 2 days before the event. And it was up at Sinistrol in the town of Manassas, actually canceled the parade. They still had their event, but we we just couldn't do it. We couldn't take the chance, especially the way that we do things or did things.
Well, yeah, I imagine that you're talking of like a crowd reduction of 20-30% even that early on, and
Yeah.
that's that's your profit margin.
Yeah, and at the time, the parade was still going, so we thought maybe, but then, no.
Did you guys have other stuff planned for the year? Because I know you guys weren't really planning on running.
No, we after we really made that decision to not do Sinistral, we pretty much decided because actually a couple of the people had asked us to do some stuff and we said no. After this whole thing started right at the very beginning, we were like, it's just not going to work for us at all.
Yeah.
So
Did you even smoke the pastrami that I requested?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I actually um because we actually were doing some private stuff. People had requested some other food. So Curtis was smoking some briskets. So I took the stuff over to his house, and because I had two other pastrami's that I had done too that they all needed to be smoked. So
Yeah.
we just ate them.
Yeah.
That's all.
Huh.
I got some in my freezer.
Get you get you through this rough time. Pastrami
Yeah.
makes everything better.
Oh, it certainly does. And I had created some pretty cool sandwiches with some of the stuff we had.
What did you guys think of the episode?
Oh, I loved it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some nervousness asking people what they think about it. Just
Yeah.
I feel so involved with it. Like I feel like, hey, did you think of the episode? Meh. I'm like, that hurts. So
I
I did.
listened to it like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, good. But I'm glad you liked it. We put out Wills on Monday. Did you listen to that
Yeah.
one?
I haven't gotten to it yet.
That one
Trying to find the time to
that one's an
listen to
interesting.
it.
You know Will, right?
Yeah, I know well
Yeah,
good.
yeah. His episode embodies him, I think, pretty well. I do want to ask you, when I texted you and asked if you were still running, you said you weren't running. And
Right.
then you said that you are doing some private stuff. And then you did have a gig lined up, and then you had requests to do gigs. Did you guys decide to start up like on a smaller scale than before, or?
No, these were like some private parties that actually just kind of fell through. And then we were some people like friends of ours wanted some briskets for work or something, and then just that kind of stuff. It just just personal stuff, nothing on a large scale.
Yeah, but the Sinistral gig would have been a pretty gig one. That
Yeah.
was the St. Patty's Day parade, right?
Yes, that was St. Patrick's Day. That would have been. I mean, I think that would have been a good way to go out on such a big event.
I do want to ask a little bit more personally. How has it affected you, your work, and your relationship with food? Because it's changed mine quite a bit.
Yeah. So for me, personally, I'm still working. I'm an essential state employee, so I have to go in every day. Um, my wife, she is not, so it's been a little bit of a hit. Um, as far as food, obviously I'm not going out to eat. Most of my favorite restaurants have closed. Um, even today, though, I've been trying to support these people. I've been doing a lot of stuff on my website. or at least on my Facebook pages, trying to get information out about restaurants who still deliver or do curbside and stuff like that. I actually um, did some stuff with Grill 309. They needed some catering supplies to do a gig, and he couldn't get them short time. He was shorthanded, so I had some leftover stuff and took it to him. And I even did a curbside service for lunch today with them, just to give some support. And I've been going to like Raven's Nest and getting coffee and stuff like that, just to try to Knackles, get a donut here and there. Whatever ones are open, I'm trying to support
Yeah.
as much as I can. But back to a lot of old school home cooking and coming up with dinner ideas. And
What have you made over the past week or so?
let's see. A lot of lasagna. We had lasagna, did some burgers, did some chicken burgers. I actually did a knockoff of Chick-fil-A, but I did them at chicken wings.
Ooh.
You soak them in the pickle juice and then you bread them up and fry them, and they were pretty good.
Did you use the secret ingredient?
Which one?
MSG.
No.
That's
No.
Chick-fil-A's secret ingredient.
I mean, powdered sugar in their batter too is kind of a little bit of a secret ingredient too.
Yeah, well, it's that like ethereal saltiness that MSG adds. Like it's salty, but it's like a weird salty.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't know that they did their stuff. They brine their chicken in pickle juice either.
Yeah, which that makes sense because the founder was obsessed with pickles.
I mean, it is delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
Steve and I have both been baking a ton of bread separately. He was like, yeah, I've done bagels and donuts. I haven't been able to find yeast anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Grow your own. What are you doing?
What, grow my own yeast?
Yeah.
Do a sourdough starter? I'm talking about for we just opened for takeout at Far Gone yesterday.
Oh, that's right. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like doing sourdough starters is rough for that much.
Yeah.
Are you having any trouble finding anything at the grocery store?
No, actually, the few times that I've had to go, I really haven't been able. I mean, I've have really no issue getting what I need. I mean, we have a lot of meat, a lot of fresh vegetables.
Are you still going to like Costco for meat and stuff?
No, I have not ventured out of Culpeper since this whole thing started.
Oh, okay, so you've just been buying local meats and stuff.
Yep. Plus, I've been hitting food trucks too to try and support them because there's still a couple that are.
Yeah, I just had La Chiapaneca for dinner tonight.
Like Taco VIP and Grace the Griddle. Been doing some of that.
Dude, it's rough out there, and it's not even just the lack of sales. It's this anxiety that people have that we're trying to do a call with Sobo, and I really want to talk to them because Culpeper Renaissance has wiped out their entire slate for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
it's clean, and that's income that just evaporated for a ton of people. Like we have a stay in place till June 10th, and we all know things aren't going to go back to normal on June 11th.
Right. And what my biggest fear is that they lift all this stuff and we still have people that may not be showing symptoms, but all of a sudden everybody's gathering back together and it just comes right back. We see the tail end of it just tapering off, and then all of a sudden it'll spike back because everyone thinks, oh, we're magically safe.
I don't think that's how it's going to be. Like Steve and I have basically resigned that we won't see normal sales or normal activity until summer 2021.
Yeah, that's probably true too.
Like we'll I'm sure things will open back up, but there's going to be a portion of the population that is just going to be scared to go out without a vaccine available.
Yeah.
So you're talking, especially at Far Gone, which is an old timers bar, like you're talking that's like 30% of our customer base. And so if you take 30% of that 30% that are just like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. It's going to be weird for a while. It really is.
Thank you for talking with me, and
absolutely.
I hope things get back to normal soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. And I'll be calling you guys to support, get some pizza and some beer or something.
All right. Sounds good. I'll be there.
All right, man.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
So that was Josh. I want to thank you guys for listening. Next week, we will be back with a full episode with Neil Wavra from Field and Maine. Thank you again. Stay safe.